Good morning. How are you on this wonderful morning? It is raining in Toronto, the Northeast, I think, today. And I'm really happy for the rain. You know why? My neighbor and my best friend was sitting her lawn yesterday. And she needed the rain, she said. And her wish came true. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Ryan. Ryan, I thought of you this morning. Good morning, Loretta. That doesn't mean I didn't think of the others, but when I was doing my gratitude journal, I thought of Ryan. I can't even remember the person who introduced you to me, Ryan, but I can remember everything about us. And you are pivotal in who I am today. I know you maybe don't see it, but what you having met you made a difference to where I went and the journey I am on. And it all started with people like you in the early days who didn't know me. Somebody said, talk to that person. I met them over here and here I am. And I don't even know how many years later. But we always think that when we start on a journey, we know where we are going. We have a plan and it's really important. Good morning, Arita. But sometimes we do not know where that plan is going and the people we meet on the journey. And when we meet certain people on our journey, we have to sometimes take them along with us. Some come, and some of them, they drop off as the journey keeps going. And you have to allow that. You have to make allowances for that. So thank you, my dear. And then, so I'm getting a lot of DMs about no evening show. And I'm not going to change my mind. And I feel, but I know something will come out of it that will benefit everybody. So without further ado, let us get the show on the road. So did you see what you have? I better drink some tea, a special tea. Hi, Tani G. Good morning. You saw the heading, right? It doesn't always allow me to put everything I want to put on there. It doesn't. It's just so many words. And of course, you know me, I'm wordy. I'm very wordy. What you believe is what you get. And what you praise is what you get more of. Because that is what is. Good morning, Nadi. What you believe is what you will receive. Like, you know, is what you will get. Whatever you believe. Hi, Coco Diva. Good morning, sweetie. Morning, every wonderful, amazing human being. Hi, Glenn. Hodges, good morning. What you believe is what you will get. And whatever you praise, you're going to get more of. So we're starting with the hardest part of this right now. You're going to say to me, Tessa-Marie, well, why do I get things that I do not praise, things that I despise, things I do not want in my life? Why do I get that? This is what you're thinking. What is wrong with her? Is she silly? Because you're thinking that praise is to be joyful and dancing up and down. That's praise too. But you know what is praise? Is your intensity of your emotion. The intensity of you. Hi, Jean. Good morning, my darling. Good morning, nephew. How are you this morning? Oh, brother. Good morning, my brother. He's retired. Congratulations. And every now and again, he joins his sister. You are amazing. One of my baby brothers, four of them are baby brothers. And he's the person, the baby brother. No, there's another one. Good morning, sweetie. I'm so sorry you're getting old. I love you, though. Okay, our family, I'm the mischievous one. I'm the one that drives them completely crazy. You know, this is what he calls me, Sister Tess. He's the one that celebrates my birthday 4 days before my birthday because my dad told him to celebrate it early. That's another topic. So what you believe is what you get. And what you praise, you receive more. So you are saying that, Tessa-Marie, I am not praising the disasters and these challenges that are in my life. Thank you. I am not praising those things, but yet I get these challenges. I have to push through. I'm always in the way of pushing and fighting and working on getting things done. And I do not like those. But guess what? Just like me saying it, this is how you say it. Even if it's praising, when you put your emotion in something, that's when you're praising it. Whether it's a good emotion, but your emotion doesn't choose, it doesn't know this is good or bad, it just gives you what you ask for. It gives you what you say. So when I say to you, what you believe is what you will get. And what you praise, you'll get more of. I'm not telling you you're going to get only good things because you're praising. Thank you, John. Because you're praising things and you're getting the opposite. But you get what you believe. So whatever you believe is what you're going to get. If you believe you can't do it, then you can. If you believe you can, you can. It's all about you believing. Then, where you put your emotion goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, the world doesn't understand it. The universe just says she is all into this. She needs to be angry all the time. She's just fighting it. I hate this. And the words, the strong, horrible words that comes. My mom said you cannot say that word without feeling it in your chest. What is in your chest, people? Your heart. You go down there, and when you say, try it, stand in front of the mirror, or go back to the time you said to somebody you hate something. See, you cannot say that word without emotion. So what you believe, you will receive. And whatever you praise, you're going to get more of. And it doesn't mean you're going to praise in anger and you will get that. Yes, you will. If you praise in joy, you will get that too. So that is where it comes to being aware of what you say, you think, and your belief, that deep thing inside of your chest. I believe I can. You know what? It's not, I cannot see the sun. I cannot see the sun, but you have to stay put and say, hey, one day the sun is going to shine through for me. I know that. That's belief. That is belief with stress, with intentional action. Whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. That's so true. It's your belief. Good morning, Yuko. If you sit there and you look at the situation and you say to yourself, I can't, I do not know how. All of that is you because you're thinking of it and you're saying it and you're putting your shoulder, your body, your whole body contorts. Try it. You feel it everywhere. And then those of you that are even more crazy will bash into the wall and break a finger and you're wondering why I broke my finger, why I did this, why that. So we have to watch those words tied to our emotion. What you believe, you will receive, you'll get more. What you praise, you'll get more of. So therefore, be careful of those words. We say it in several different ways. I say use exquisite words. I ask you to use impeccable words. I ask you to use words that are loving and caring. When you are loving somebody from a distance, you think of them. You have emotion. You haven't met them yet, but you're right into the emotion of one day meeting them. And then when that day comes, you're so much into the emotion that you're standing there and you're going, oh, I cannot speak, I cannot eat, I cannot. Remember that, those feelings, especially when it's in the love scene. Remember that, because that is what we do. But what we believe about ourselves and what we believe about our capabilities and what we believe about the world and what we believe about our neighbors and what we believe about our spouses, our children, ourselves, if we open that mouth and we say those words to those children, you are not going to amount to anything good. Hello, people. What do you expect? What do you expect? And especially, we never say those words without emotion. You see that thing? You see emotion. You remember what Tina Turner said in her song? Love is a second-hand emotion. That means it's coming from somewhere, right? It comes from your heart. All our emotions come from somewhere. Whether we let what's happening outside of us, like a truant child that we promise them hell and damnation as an adult, and when they get it, we're wondering, how did that happen? But you predicted it. You told that little spongy brain that they were bad. And you put it in their head, and they believe it. So now they are acting it out because they got it when they were little, and they soak it in, and they believe it. What you believe, you will get. You were the professor You predicted it to them. You told them what was going to happen to them. You told them, and they are living it. And you're saying, I don't know how this happened. But you forgot that day when they were standing and having a temper tantrum in the supermarkets, kicking on the floor. That day, because you were concerned about what people would think about you in the supermarket, you got angrier than them. You grabbed them by the collar, whatever, you told them off, dragged them to the car, went back home. Everybody's angry. They're screaming. You get home, you haven't bought what you went for. But you said words that day. You know what I did when I had one of these people? And that was Jillian, screaming like a wild animal. And I'm moving the grocery cart, and she's in there, and she is having a hell of a wheel. And I understood it was hot for her because she was in winter coat and in the store that's maybe overheated. So all I could do, because I had to get food, I started talking like this. Breathe, Tessa-Marie. Relax, Tessa-Marie. Smile, Tessa-Marie. Take it easy, Tessa-Marie. And some little white old man didn't know what I was doing this for. He comes to me and he said, oh, lady, I'm so impressed how you're speaking to your child. I look at him and I said, no, sir. I'm speaking to me. And I think he thought I was going to take something and bash him on his head. He quickly walked away. That was how I chose to handle that situation. I did not tell her she was bad. I did not tell her she was whatever. So I didn't put that in her head. Many of us are reacting today to what we believe because what we believe was told to us when we were little. I was always told I was better than the others in my life, the people in my classroom. But you're better than that. When there are 45 people in a class and you come out 1, 2, 3, and your father says, you all come there 2 people ahead of you, you think you have a choice to say, well, and I opened my mouth and I said, I guess they did better than me. Nobody did better than you. They studied and you didn't. So these are the kinds of things we have to remember. Believe what you're dragging with you today from your childhood. It's time to believe it's not your words. It's not your destiny. Stop believing those lies that was told to you as you were growing up. Stop carrying them into your tomorrow. Stop dragging them into the moment. Smile at your life. There is something outstanding and beautiful in your life. There's always something that you can see, you can hear, that even if when a person in your life is being like a truant or they're lying and you know they're lying, sometimes maybe you just have to smile. Learn to smile at what doesn't please you. Because if you smile at it, it will not be there. It's not pleasing you. So you're smiling. You know what? It's okay. I have a way of handling those type of challenges. We talk about our angels. And I told you, everybody, no matter who you are, whether you believe it or not, you still is going to work for you. You've got angels. You have helpers. You have guardian angels. You didn't come, none of us, absolutely none of us, came into this world to suffer. I believe that. Nadi said it the best. When somebody said to her yesterday when she was doing the live, she wrote that because I told them no, they questioned her belief, her Christianity. Because she said, no, I'm done. They made her feel smaller by telling her, well, I thought you were a Christian. Because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I'm your doormat. It doesn't mean I must be you. So you have to believe that Christianity doesn't mean you're a slave to the rest of the world. Christianity is that you let them be them and you treat them like you expected to be treated by others. That's what it is. I came to save Adam's fallen race. I do not have to fix me. I am already fixed because he paid the price. I have to be me and you have to be you. And if we each just stay in our lane and we run our race to the best of our ability, what we believe will change and we will do things to get us to the top. We will praise the small things in our life. What did you praise this morning? Man, I praise. I praise because everything I do is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. Come on. Believe that. Go deep and realize, hey, I got to where I am. Look at the journey you went through. All the different detours, the ups and the downs, the sweetness, the thorns and the roses. Do you know in a day, you can have all those thorns and then you have one flipping rose. One sweet smelling rose. And that is the first thing you write in your gratitude journal the next day. That rose you got, not the thorns. Hi, Erica. Good morning. Do not concentrate on the thorns in your life. When you're writing in your gratitude journal, remember to praise the one rose that you had today. And that rose, maybe it's not a hybrid, maybe it is a wild rose. And have you ever walked in the woods and come across a wild rose bush? It is intoxicating. It has the sweetest smell ever. But yet, it is covered with thorns beneath the rose and the stem. What matters, though, is the fragrance of that rose. So, what was your rose today you had this morning? Or watch yourself and make a promise to yourself when you pick up your gratitude journal to write in your gratitude journal that rose you got today. Just the rose. You time yourself for 2 minutes and you praise that rose, because what you praise is what you get. It could have been that smile that somebody flashed at you. It could have been that look on somebody's face when they saw you. It could have been a thought. It could have been a dream that was so clear you knew you won the race. Good, Coco Diva. I'm driving, so please forgive my late greeting. No, that's okay, Coco Diva, sweetie. I understand. As long as you're getting your vitamin, when you get to your destination, you will find out you need it. And that's what matters. What you believe is what you will get. What you praise, you will get more of. We also praise negativity when we concentrate on it. We also give it time and space we should give to other things. And when we put our attention into something, it grows. No matter what it is, good or bad, it will grow. You'll just get more of it. Make sure you take the time, hi Saret, to turn yourself around and believe the best about yourself. All of the things that were told to you when you were being bullied in school, all of the things you heard the neighbors say about your family, all of the things people told you about your beauty, all of the things that they said to you about the amount of brain you had, all of the things that people criticized about you, and you believed them because you didn't know any better. And at that time of your life, you were expunged. You were expunged, and these things just poured into you over and over again. And now you're walking through this world, and you're still carrying it. But you have a choice. You have to change what you believe about yourself that is not enhancing you. If you were always told those in words that were not impeccable, or they described you in words that was not exquisite, change them around. If you cannot think of the opposite to those words, get yourself a dictionary and look for the opposite anatomy of that word. Go to the dictionary, get a physical one. Do not ask Mr. Google or Mr. Siri or Mrs. whoever or Alexa or the whole team of AI. Get a book, an actual dictionary, open it. And that word, when they said to you, you're stubborn. Look for the opposite of stubborn. You know what stubborn means, right? A sweeter word for stubborn. You're consistent. You're focused. You're persistent. You're determined. Can you believe that? Look at those words. But they said, oh, she's so stubborn, he's so stubborn. You're not stubborn. You're curious and consistent. You want to know more. You have superpowers. You have Michael Jordan level talent in you. And they told you you were stupid, you were dumb, your whole family are dumb. Yes, that is what they said. And you are walking around and your shoulders are stooped. Come on, pull your shoulders back. Get the opposite to the word poverty. What is the opposite? Wealth, richness, prosperity. Use that. Change what people said to you about you when you were growing up, because now you're carrying it into your future. But worse still, if you have a person who listens to you, who you have control to teach, and they're there, whether they hear you for 1 minute and they take one word, one solitary word from you, make it be a word that they will remember you by. I always say, I want to know that I have passed through this world and my fragrance that I leave behind is intoxicating, is sweet, is something you want to bask in. The very smell of, oh, Tessa-Marie, I knew her. Wow, that was intoxicating. Every time I met her, it was so stimulating. She put me back on track. That's my prophecy for me. But I am sure we can all go look at the prophecies of the neighbors or the people that said you are from the opposite side of the track. Can you believe? Can you guys just believe for a moment? If Mahatma Gandhi had believed he was an untouchable, that's what his caste was called. The caste he came from was called an untouchable. The British named them as such because they cleaned the gutters and the sewers. So therefore, they were untouchable. Oh, the British, the things they did around the world, only heaven can help them. But Mahatma Gandhi did not let that stop him from changing a nation from underneath the thumb of the British. Right? He didn't. He decided, I, Mahatma Gandhi, who is considered an untouchable, according to the caste the British gave me, I have it in me. I have Michael Jordan level talent, and I have LeBron James dream. I am going to move. I am going to change the world around me. I'm going to free my people from the thumb of the British. The change that you desire, you have to start yourself. That's what he did. Each one, teach one. Nelson Mandela. I have a dream, Martin Luther said. He didn't tell you I have a past. He didn't say I have a past. I stood on the mountaintop, he said. Can you believe you can dream I am on the mountaintop? You're not at the bottom. So it's what you believe that you receive. And what you praise is what you get more of. Make sure you are praising the best things in you. Good morning, Azim Mom. Make sure you are ready for that. Because you have to remember, if that skinny little man, Mahatma Gandhi, changed the nation by standing to the British and saying, we need you to go, you become the change you desire. He believed somehow, somewhere, it may be, I'm sure it wasn't easy even to the end of his life. They shot him to death. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in a jail cell, and they dressed him in khaki shorts like a schoolboy. But they still did not break him. Each one, teach one. Martin Luther King, they locked him in the jail. And yet he said, I stood on the mountaintop. I saw the promised land. I might not get there with you. That was giving us the word that we know there is something to do. Those three men combined had more amazing talent than Michael Jordan and LeBron James put together. Yet, these guys are formidable. Remember, this same Michael Jordan wasn't chosen until he grew 4 inches in 1 year. And LeBron James just kept going and going and going and believing that I can do better. So stop letting people decide for you who you are, especially people from the past. Many of the teachings that they have pounded into our heads about who we are, where we come from, and all of a sudden, that because the color of our skin doesn't match the color of their skin, and you come from a country where the sun shines 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, that you are less than. No, you're not. And if you let them believe that you need a handout from them, then that's again a choice. What is his name? Tyler Perry was spending all his life, not his life, all of his time when he was going through that part of his life in a car. That was his house. That's what he slept in. That's what he wrote in. And yet, he was able to give the slave master of Britain, their relative, their grandson, great-grandson, whatever, a place to stay when the world turned against Prince Harry. He stayed in Tyler Perry's house. Wow. What a turnaround when you believe. What can you do when you believe? Do you guys know that? The British enslaved and named people and told us we weren't good enough. And the son of a slave was able to turn around and shelter the slave masters generations later. Wow. Believe. Where you are is not where you have to stay. Where you come from is not where you're going to stay. You have a choice. You can move to push yourself further and further up by what you believe and what you give your attention to. If you are considering all the time, you are there considering that you are not good enough, you will find out, that energy is going to go out to the universe. The universe doesn't understand our energy to the point. What we say is what we get. What we put our energy in is what we get. So if your energy is on the negative scale, you will get it. But we have an ability to say, no, I am better than that. I know I can. I've got this. I understand I am standing on nails, on burning coals right now. But I can free my people. But I can come out of 27 years of imprisonment. Yeah, I can free my people. Yes, I can stand on the mountain top. I have seen it. I am telling you, you can get there too. I can free my people. If they can do that, what it is can we do? Right where we are. When you open the mouth, you grandmothers like me, or great-grandmothers, and you speak to a child, make sure that your words are going to make them feel better. People are telling me it's so nice to see Kylie with you doing those things. When she comes, I never say no. And that is something I have practiced most of my life. When one girlfriend says, let's go for a walk, I say, sure. I come back, another girlfriend from, would you like to go for a walk? Sure. And one day my husband said to me, you just came back, where are you going? I said, because I know that there might be one day I'm too old to walk. And I do not want to sit there and say, I didn't go. So don't say no to that grandchild. Find a way to accommodate them. Just find a way. Deep breathe and say you are the best. When I said to Kylie, you are brilliant, she said, what does brilliant mean? I said, a shining star. Like the stars in the clouds? I said, no, the stars in the heavens. She said, yeah, I know it's the heaven. And Shining like that? I said, yes. Oh, she said, Mommy, Grammy said I'm a shining star. She is. And if she has that as her foundation, you think she can be rocked? My mother said she was not placed on the earth. She said I was planted. She talking about herself. She said, I wasn't just thrown into the world. I was planted and firmly in the world. All of 5'2". That's what she said. So if that woman who was born all these years ago, all these years later, said that of herself, what's our problem now? When we have the right to vote, when we have the right to speak, when the opportunities are there for us, when we have a choice to wade through the muck and know that if I just keep wading, I will get on solid ground. What you believe is what you will get. If you see yourself coming out of that muddy thing and getting on solid ground and you're doing something about it, yes, you will. So continue to push yourself that way. What you believe, good or bad, you will receive. What you praise with your emotion, good or bad, you will receive it. Watch your emotions. What you say about Stella down the street belongs to you. It has nothing to do with Stella. The only thing that's going to happen to Stella is that when she finds out that you said this about her, Stella will stop talking to you. Or Stella will be unhappy with you. So you better ignore Stella. Ignore the Tessa in Stella. Because in every person there is another person. Oh, you are too much. Oh, you do not have enough followers. Oh, for the amount of time you're doing it, you should have more followers. The thing is no, my honest truth is that I do this for me. Just for me. And you guys happen to come along on the ride with me. And when you do yours, do you notice when you do something, I praise you? Because you're doing it for yourself, and I am fortunate to come on the ride with you. Have an amazing and wonderful day. Love you. Have a great day, everyone. Stacey says, being prejudiced is one of the highest form of ignorance. You think? Oh my goodness. I idolize Nelson Mandela. Great. I love that. Everyone, I'm dry. Oh, okay, that was Coco Divas. What you were listening. I love when I get my daily vitamin of TM. You help fuel my day, Tessa-Marie. I'll get to. Thank you. I appreciate you saying amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. Yes, we all are. There are words I refrain from saying, and hate is definitely one of them. Oh, yes. That one takes too much energy. My mom said it is so deep that it destroys you, not the person you talk about. You know, so everybody is amazing, beautiful, and whatever you think you can. I like that. You know, that's from Think and Grow Rich, right? Whether you think you can or think you can, you're right. It's a choice. Thank you for loving my dress. You guys are amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. Thank you, people. See you tomorrow morning. Let me see. Stacy, Coco Diva, Jean, Nafessa, Rita, Ryan, and my brother and Loretta. Thank you. Love you. And thank you, Brad, for joining. You look fantastic. I love your smile. You look great. Have a wonderful day. We are the best, guys. Remember that. Nothing but the best. And take it with you. You've got this. Love you. Have a great day.